Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the My Accessible GC video series. I'm Yazmine Laroche, and I'm the Deputy Minister for Public Service Accessibility. And I'm so thrilled that today my special guest is Jeff Willbond. And Jeff is the Director of Accessibility at the Canada Post Corporation. So I'd love it if you could tell us a little bit about your role at Canada Post, and more particularly, what drew you to take on this file?
So a little bit about me and why I came to Canada Post. Well, I joined Canada Post 2 years ago, and I was with the Federal Public Service for a number of years, as you mentioned earlier, with having done all kinds of really neat jobs and working on different projects. I really thought that this was an opportune time for a large old company to really demonstrate and model the potential and possibility of becoming an accessible service provider, as well as an employer of choice. Our services span across the country with the largest retail network. And this is interesting. We have over 6,000 retail post offices. That's more than Tim Hortons and McDonald's combined. What attracted me to Canada Post was their dual mandate. A mandate to not only serve the public, but as well become sustainable in terms of a commercial business. And they really had a commitment to change. They wanted to, and it was part of their value proposition, they wanted to not only become more diverse, more accessible, more inclusive, but at the same time, reduce our carbon footprint, become more of a leader in the environment with respect to Canadian society.
That sounds amazing, and it sounds so exciting. I wonder if you could share some upcoming initiatives that you're working on, something that you're particularly proud of that you're doing and that Canada Post is doing right now.
So one of the things that we did when I first started was to appoint an expert panel of individuals across the country who have expertise in accessibility and who represent different organizations, cross disability and cross sector. We really value, kind of an untapped labor pool with respect to our recruitment. So we started our journey with creating a multi-year action plan to really enhance accessibility for both customers and employees. And accessibility can't be something at the side of your desk. It really needs to be embedded in the company's DNA. So for Canada Post, it was really about, kind of weaving it into the fabric of the corporation, adopting accessibility as one of our strategic imperatives. And, that allowed me to do a lot of really neat things just in a very short period of time, like improve physical access to the post offices, the modernization of our digital network, really looking at applying the principles of universal design to procurement and projects and new builds. The other thing that I'm really pleased about is the targeted recruitment strategy that's underway, really looking at that whole recruitment process. So how are we attracting new talent? How are we onboarding new employees? How are we retaining our current employees with disabilities? And are we advancing those to really move along in their career? And then the last thing that I want to mention, Yazmine, is that we're just about to launch a Canada Post scholarship for post-secondary students with disabilities. And I'm really pleased about this scholarship because it really acknowledges that, school is the transition to work. And again, there can be challenges and additional barriers with attending and participating in school. So Canada Post, as a commitment to the community, if you will, is to really look at supporting students through their post-secondary education with the creation of a scholarship award.
So Jeff, I just want to thank you again so much for joining us today. And thanks to everybody who's tuning in to another great episode of My Accessible GC. Bye everybody, take care, be safe.